on, everybody? We're going to do the same thing we always do. Get Norbs on the line. We're going to start off an interview. We got a big one for you. We got TECH-9. For those of you that don't know, check out the show, Rope-A-Dope Radio, on Wednesday nights, 9 to 11 p.m. Most recently, we've had Mikey Garcia, younger brother of Robert Garcia. He trained Antonio Margarito. We've had Sergio Martinez, Powell Wallach, Chad Dawson, who just beat Bernard Hopkins. The list goes on and on. But right now, I want to get Norbs on the line, and we'll just chop it up with him for a little.
Yeah.
Norbs, what's going on, man? You ready for the episode of the Battle Rap Arena? We're 3 nights in a row. How you feeling about it? You like it?
I'm good, man. I enjoy bringing, some extra info to the fans and, people they want to talk to that they don't really get to talk to all the time, you know what I mean?
If those of you that didn't see it, TECH-9 versus Midwest Miles, a 3-0 body bag that everybody was there that seen it said the same thing, and everybody, when it came out on video, said the same thing. So maybe one of the only body bags of the night, you can say. We're going to have TECH-9 on in a little bit. Norbs is going to kick it with us. We're going to ask him a couple of questions about what's coming up next for him in URL. Maybe he's going to take it to ground time. Who knows? He's talking about nobody wants to battle him right now. So we got to wait and see.
Yo.
What's going on? Are you back?
So,
Yo, Tech.
We on?
Hello?
We on? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Yo, I want you to start us off with that signature. You know the one that you always do. We got to do that.
The SPI?
Yeah. Come on, we need it.
Battle Rap Arena. It's your boy TECH-9 T with a capital. You know what I'm saying? Live. I'm from Philly, PA. SPI 2TAGE. Y'all motherfuckers get it right, Wayne AZ. This ain't no fraud shit. It's really me. Some of these fans don't believe it's really me, but it's really me. I'm here, live in flesh.
No, yeah. I mean, you're here, and you're here with Norbs. So, Tech, I want to start off with the Midwest battle, the Midwest Miles battle, where everybody kind of is on the same agreement that you killed them 3-0. The viewers that were there, the viewers that seen it at home. How did you feel about it? Do you think you stepped your game up, or do you think it was going to happen regardless?
I kind of feel like when I go into a battle, I already feel like I'm going to win, but at the same time, I'm battling top-tier niggas, so, it could be a rough night. I don't kind of know what to expect, but just going in that battle, I had a strong feeling. I thought my material was definitely on point for the event, and I felt like I was going to win the battle from the beginning. And when I went in there, from my first 4 bars, I kind of knew it was over. Like, his whole first round, was just so irrelevant. Like, I just was like, it's a wrap. Like, I just knew I had it in my hand. So, yeah, I felt like that was 3-zip. I don't think he won a round.
Okay, now before I want to get into a question, I know you and Norbs had a conversation, and we want to get into that. But the T-Rex versus Conceited battle just dropped. I was there live. I thought T-Rex won. I still feel the same way, but I can see why people say Conceited won. How do you feel about that battle?
I felt like T-Rex won, but in the midst of everything, I like Conceited now after that battle. Before I didn't really like Conceited because I felt like a lot of his punchlines were borderline corny, and don't get me wrong, he says a lot of clever shit. Like, even when he battled Rex, the flower scheme, when he did his whole flower thing, that was crazy. I like that. But before then, he do battles, and he got a lot of hot bars, and then he mix them in with foolish bars and, bubblegum, kind of punchlines, and then it's like, I get hyped for one bar, and then in the next bar you talking some bubblegum shit, so then I get uninterested. But I felt like he did real good in that T-Rex battle. I still think T-Rex won, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to judge that battle, but all right, now let's get into the conversation of people battling you. Norbs, I know you were the one that wanted to bring this up, so I'm going to let you take it from here off of that subject.
Oh, what I was saying was, me and Tech was talking earlier, and we were talking about an opponent. And it's not, people jump out the window to battle Hollow the Dawn. People jump out of the window to battle Hitman Holla, Goods. What I want to know is, why isn't anybody jumping out the window to battle you, knowing you top 5, period? Like, why would people be more willing to battle Hitman Holla than you, or Hollow than you? Like, what do you think it is?
I think that my style and the way I rap is so unorthodox, and it's no type of game plan you can put together to battle me. You could try to act like me. You could do what Arsenal did and try to mimic me one round, but that's only going to take you but so far. I just think that they know that it's a risk with battling me. Like, it's hard. I'm like words from Murda Mook. I'm kind of unbeatable, and they know that. So they don't want. They rather take a Goods or battle Hitman Holla, where as though they might can win or they might can get over. You know what I'm saying? Rather than battling me. No, go.
Let me ask you this though: do you think you lost to Goods or Rex or?
Nah. See, I think I dropped the ball in the third round with Rex, with me freestyling, and and even with that Rex battle, people don't know that it was going to go down, then it wasn't. It was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that wasn't right, and the whole battle turned out not to be right anyway because nobody got paid. So it was a lot of it was real shaky. So
Wait,
so
Mook didn't make the 25,000?
No, nobody got paid. I mean, I said, and this is the honest truth. If these guys say I'm lying, then I don't know what's wrong with them. We sat in a room. We sat in the room in the office building with the guys that threw the battle together. Me, Murda Mook, T-Rex, Lady Lux, Reese Still, My Song, Young Hot. Everybody that was in that battle, only person that wasn't there was Ness, and Ness was on his way. So we sat in a room together, and we talked about the votes and how they went down. They had combined, they had over like 1 million votes combined.
Wow.
And everybody paid $1 a piece to vote. You had up to 10 votes per phone. So they had over 1 million votes. Now, their excuse was they had the votes, but people didn't click yes onto some type of saying they had to clear up in order to make sure people wanted to pay the money. So that was their excuse. Now, what they did was they handed out envelopes, these phony envelopes with people's names on them, but they said, oh, don't open them now. You should check with your name on it, but you can't cash it right now. You got to wait a week from now, or whatever the case might be. So let's just get those envelopes back. So this is type of fraud shit that was going on. I got pissed. Go ahead.
No, that's crazy. This is one part of the story I never heard. Like, I was pretty familiar with the whole situation, but I never heard this. This is crazy.
No, yeah, this is the truth. I was so pissed.
Legal action taken on your side?
I mean,
I
consulted a lawyer and and tried to go about getting a lawyer and going after my money, but the person name that was on the contract that I signed, that wasn't even a real name. The guy didn't even exist.
Wow.
So this is the truth. So from the beginning of the battle, it was a fraud from Jump Street. It was a fraud.
You know what's crazy, Tech, too?
I
represent Math Hoff and all that shit. And I actually inquired about that battle. And, they were supposed to have, Hot versus Mook. And we was actually, somebody actually called us about that shit. And niggas was like, yo, don't fuck with it. And I was like, what? And it's real talk. Like, niggas were like, yo, this shit looks shaky. So when the shit went down, it was just like, wow, it was crazy. We couldn't believe that shit, man. Like,
yeah, those guys made off. They made off with some money, man. And to be honest with you, now I felt like my third. Now back to what the question you asked me, I felt like my third round I kind of fell apart in the third round with me freestyling all. But to be totally honest with you, at the end of the day, when we sat in that room, they told everybody who won, and I don't know how many thousand more votes than I had, but I beat T-Rex on the voting, and that's the honest truth.
I actually voted for you, just to let you know, man.
Well,
hey, thanks.
My whole thing was I thought you were taking Rex, and then Rex did the shit, Clay Davis, and then he did.
The AI line was crazy.
And he ended with the line. He ended with that line where you think that he wins the battle off the naked eye, because he ended hard with Philly.
With the AI, ain't been shit since AI left.
Exactly.
Yeah, I still remember that.
You know what's crazy? My favorite line in that battle, my favorite sequence was TECH-9 talking about he was like, we said you's a Manhattan rapper. Ain't no murderers around here. Like, dog, when I heard that shit, I was like, this my nigga right here, dog. Like, for real.
Tech, you know what I like? And then, like, even with the good thing is, like, I do you feel like you go over people's heads sometimes with my friend had a wooden leg. No, my friend used to run track. Now his leg is all wood. It's not all good. And it's almost like a play with his name, which I think a few people didn't even catch.
I
Do
appreciate that.
Do you think you go over people's heads with those statements?
I do. I think sometimes they get, by me being such a charismatic character and being a little bit funny, and I think a lot of my bars get overlooked. People don't even tune into my battles to even try to hear bars. They're just trying to see how funny I'm going to be, and and that's why these last couple battles I've tried my best and to not be funny, but at the same time I still want to make people laugh, because I don't want to stray away from that, because I gain a lot of fans by doing that. So I don't want to stray away from that, but these last couple of battles I've been doing, as far as the Rich Dollars battle and even the Midwest Miles battle, I want to show people that, I can really rap. You know what I'm saying? I can do bars and all. I really know how to rap. I can make songs and et cetera.
And that's real shit, because real shit, like, TECH-9 music is crazy. A lot of people don't even know that shit. Like, look it up. The nigga gets busy. A lot of people would think, just because TECH-9's persona on stage that he can't rap, the dude really got music. And that's real shit. And the first person to actually put me on about that was actually Loaded Lux. Ironic that is, but he's actually the first person to tell me that shit.
That's what's up. Shout out my nigga Lux. Yeah, and speaking of Lux, and the whole the whole Goods battle, and this is behind the scenes footage with the whole Goods battle, and I'm gonna bring you right up to the day of the battle. Now, this is the day of the battle. I get a phone call from Goods, right? And I'm about to just break the whole, just be honest with you. Get a phone call from Goods. Yo, Tech, what's going on? Not to mention, I just want to clear this up too. Goods called me. Goods wanted to battle me. If people did not know that, I didn't call Goods. Loaded Lux didn't call me. Goods called me personally. Goods said, yo, I remember, I was in Walmart, and Goods called me and said, yo, what's up, my nigga? This Goods. I didn't even know who he was at the time. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I want to do a battle with you. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody else left to battle but you. I want to battle you because there's nobody else out here to battle. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it for a minute, and I don't know if I gave him an answer then and there, but I wanted him calling me back and say, fuck it, my nigga, let's do it. Right? Now I'm going to fast forward you to the day of the battle. Day of the battle. I'm in the bar.
Check. I don't mean to cut you off. There's a part you're missing out. Like, I don't even think you remember this shit.
Go ahead.
I was actually the one that actually called you. Remember in your verse when you said,
damn.
I was actually the first person to call you, and we were setting it up for Blue Collar TV. A lot of people don't know that shit.
Damn.
I actually, yeah.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. You're 100% right, and that I definitely forgot about that. You're definitely right. So, North definitely called me. So going, and did I give you an answer right away, or I told you I was going to let you know?
No, we were supposed to do it for Blue Collar. That's why in the song he was like, niggas wasn't talking no money in the battle round two, and I was like, fuck that nigga. You was talking about me. That's what made me laugh about this shit.
Yo, man. But look, like in that battle, I was in a barbershop. Now, let me go to the day of the battle. I'm in a barbershop. I get a call from Goods. Goods is like, yo, man, what's up, man? You really coming up? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm getting my hair cut now. Yeah, I'm coming up. He's like, yo, Lux, he's not trying to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Lux wasn't trying to pay him. And I'm like, what? And I know Lux was telling me what I wanted, because I originally wanted $1,200 for the battle. But Lux was telling me that he could give me half, and then he'll have the rest later on in the week or whatever, or whatever money he makes off the door. So at first I was reluctant, but I wound up saying, fuck it, I'll do it. But then I got a call from Goods saying, no, I'm not going to do it because they're not trying to pay me. So now I'm thinking I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So then I get my cut. I'm like, fuck it. Oh, well, it just won't happen. Goods called me back. No, Lux called me. Oh, man, Tech, what's going on? I said, well, Goods say he's not going to do the battle. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all not trying to pay him. He's not going to do it. Oh, Goods going to do it, It's a real good look. If y'all don't know Lux get to talking, and Lux is a good talker. So Lux get to talking. It's a real good look. We got celebrity judges. XYZ going to be there, and and so forth and so on. I'm glad I did the battle. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I did the battle. It was definitely all what he said. It was definitely top judges there, top hip hop judges, all of that. So I'm definitely glad I did the battle. So Goods called me back and said, you know what, fuck it. I got to do it. It's crazy up here. If I don't do it, then I'm going to look, I'm not going to look right. I have to do it. So I wound up going up there, do it. I did the battle. Mind you, I only got paid $400 for that battle. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't even get my money. I was promised $600, and I was promised another $600 after the battle. I didn't get that. I only got $400 for the battle, to be totally honest with you. That's all I got for the battle. Now, I'm glad I did the battle because if you've seen the battle, do you see the judges and all of that? Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, and all of that. So I did the battle. Was I happy with the outcome of the battle? No, I was not happy that not one judge picked me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not one judge. And personally, I think I beat Goods. You know what I'm saying? Goods to say he beat me, I think I beat Goods. But I was disappointed that I didn't get not one vote. So I walked. A lot of people don't know this. After that battle, I went home. I went straight home. I didn't stop to talk to nobody. I was pissed. So and if I could take that back, I would. If I could take that battle back, the ending of that battle, I would have stayed and politic with the judges because Lux called me the next day and said, "Yo, my nigga, where'd you go? KRS-One and Styles P and XYZ wanted to talk to you." You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could take that part back, but at the end of the day, I was kind of highly upset that I ain't getting out one vote.
To cut you off again, Tech, we now want to bring it back to the battle side of stuff too, because in those battles, you had the same thing that Ice had for him. Meanwhile, you lost the battle, but Ice won it. So now being in that room, I mean, I know how I feel because I saw it on the internet, but being in that room, did Cortez win or lose that battle? I mean, was it a different setting in that room?
I felt like Cortez won that battle, and that's just my opinion. Not to take nothing away from Ice, but I feel like Cortez came with it more. Like he was on point, fresh, and nobody really never heard of Cortez until I didn't hear Cortez until that battle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have heard of, NY might have knew who he was, but personally, me being from Philly, I didn't know who he was until that battle, and I felt like he did great. And I'm going into that battle a Head Ice fan from the Tom Knox battle. So I'm going in that battle automatically looking like my nigga Head Ice is going to kill his boy. And Cortez, I thought Cortez won that battle, and I don't understand how they picked Ice. I'm be perfectly honest with you. I felt like Cortez won that.
I mean, do you think the room agreed with you, or do you think?
I kind of think the room agreed with me too, but at the same time, those judges, man, it's kind of hard to tell them. It's kind of hard to tell KRS-One his judgment is off. How you gonna tell Big Daddy Kane his judgment off?
You know what's crazy though, Tech? The day of that battle, when I see the judges, and no disrespect to KRS-One and Rakim and them niggas, but they weren't battlers they weren't battlers. Like, so it kind of threw me off. I remember I was watching the judging, and I remember they told Cortez, like, why were you rapping like Head Ice? And they didn't understand that he was mimicking Ice. So it kind of threw me off when I was watching. So the judging was kind of off, and I'm not going to lie. Like, when I was there, like, it was real close, him and Goods. That second round, TECH-9 went crazy. And I think the footage didn't do him justice the way it was edited. Like, it cut off on a lot of points. So
it did.
I would personally like to see that battle again. The real shit.
Yeah, I know Star. If y'all know Star from Star and Buck, wow, he was down. He was in Philly doing his thing on the radio. He tried to bring it to Philly, but you know, me and Goods decided that, you know, because even after that battle, me and Goods became real cool. Like we call each other, and we not even talking about that. We just talk about life in general. He talk about his daughter, I talk about my daughter. So we became cool, and like we came to a point where as though we was like, I mean, it's nothing bad I can say about this guy. I don't know if I can come up with any, I don't know if he can he even said it, I don't even know if I can say anything bad about you. And we just felt like if we did the battle again, it would just be just to do it because people want to see it, but it wouldn't be right. You know what I'm saying?
So
we just
while we're on that subject, let's call out a name. Everybody's scared to battle you, but we haven't heard a name come from your mouth yet on who you want to battle and who's.
Man, to be honest with you, with this whole Twitter thing, and I just started this Twitter thing about 6-7 months ago, like really being on. I created an account a year ago, created it, never was on it. I just started this about 6-7 months ago. I got like 5,000 followers within those months. So, and just by being on there, me and Hitman Holler, we can't stand each other. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude, whatever case might be, but we can't stand each other as far as, you know, Twitter, and I don't know him personally to say that I like him, but we can't stand each other. And if there was anybody that I would want to battle now, it would be him because I've got some type of aggression towards him. You know what I'm saying? So it would be him. Not saying I hate the guy, not like that, but, you know, as far as the whole Twitter thing go, we go back and forth. He runs his mouth, I run my mouth. I just think, like, if we get in that ring, it would definitely be a classic. So that's who I would call out now. Yeah, man, I called him out in my battle. Hitman Holler.
Yeah.
I called him out in my battle. When I say Hitman Holler, get the fuck out of here, I'm a boss, nigga. I want him dead. Real rap, I got the cost, nigga. Y'all just a bunch of boys rapping. We gonna call y'all the lost niggas. A lot of people don't even get that bars.
Yeah,
people,
that's crazy.
If y'all know the Lost Boys, you know they had the song Renee, and you know they had a couple records back late 90s.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. That's actually my favorite movie, The Lost Boys.
So that kind of goes over people's heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's what I meant by y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all just, and I was coming at him and Young Hill. I'm just calling them boys. You know what I mean? I feel like they nothing but little kids.
Do you think you would transition well if, let's say, King of the Dot gave you a call on, we want you to battle Pat Stay, or Grind Time says, we want you to battle Thesaurus? I mean, do you think you can go to one of those leagues, or are you not even trying to?
Yeah, I think I probably would do better than anybody else in one of those leagues because I'm so versatile. I just adapt to the situation, point blank period. If you put me in front of Thesaurus, Disaster, any one of those guys, I'm going to find a way to come up with 9 minutes, and that's all you need is 9 minutes. 9 minutes of just straight fire.
Is that possible, though? Has there ever been any talks of that?
I mean, you know, I think King of the Dot, I don't know, man. It might have been Don't Flop. I really don't know. But they reached out to me. I don't know who it was, but they reached out to me on my Twitter, and we sent messages back and forth. But basically, the money wasn't right. I guess they figured, Vegas. Who's Vegas? Who's in Vegas? Is that Don't Flop?
No, that's A-Hat.
Who's that?
A-Hat. In Vegas, it's A-Hat.
A-Hat. There we go. That's who it was. Okay. Now, I guess the guy figured he'd give me a couple hundred, fly me out in Vegas, and I would just be happy with that. And I guess that's what he's been doing with some of these other rappers, and they've been fine with that. So that didn't motivate me not one bit. And that was it. That's the only talk I got as far as going to another league. Grind Time has tried, but it's never been directly. I've been getting indirect from other battle rappers coming to me and saying, you know, Grind Time wants you to do this, but nobody from Grind Time management has ever personally contacted me.
I mean, are you upset with the way the battle came out, just off the fact that the mics weren't working as well as? And I know we have Norbs on the line, so you don't want to get too into it, but.
You know, I'm me being a performer and an entertainer, and that's like my biggest strength when it comes to these battles. I would have preferred that we didn't use the mics, but at the end of the day, I also, by me being a performer and doing shows, I know how to use a mic. And I understood when Smack said, I know y'all used to the wireless mics. We can't use that because if we use these wireless mics, the people that paid the money, let's forget about the people on the internet, because we want to worry about the people that paid the money to get in the building. If we put these wireless mics on you guys, they won't be able to hear you. So they had to use the handheld mics. So I understood that. Do I wish that the wireless mics were used? Yeah, hell yeah, because I think that Summer Madness was already a huge success, but I think it just would have took it to the level of perfection. And I think with the way it played out on the internet, if you didn't know how to use a mic, it sounded terrible. But a lot of that had to do with you being an MC, and if you didn't know how to control a mic, that's when you sound. If you look at the me and Midwest Miles battle, you can hear damn near everything I'm saying.
Well,
you just can't hear nothing.
I was in the building in the back, and I heard you perfectly fine.
Right, but you couldn't hear Miles because he had his hand over the mic. So I mean, I do, but personally, I am a big fan of the wireless mics, and I wish they were used. But I mean, it is what it is. You got to adapt to what gets thrown at you. Smack could have said, "Yo, we're using beats now, y'all." You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
you ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't how to rap on a beat.
Me and Norbs had this conversation when Norbs was a guest. And what was your statement, Norbs? That TECH-9 could project without a microphone.
Projecting, real shit. Like if we was in a crowd in Times Square, TECH-9 can whisper and you can hear him across. Like his voice is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like he projects. He's like I said. Like me personally. Like I tell Tech all the time. I think he's the greatest performer to ever battle, and I don't have no issue saying.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, man. He tells me all the time. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Come on, dog. I'm a big fan of you, and I tell people all the time, like so with him, it's a big difference as opposed to other artists, but. No, it is what it is. You got to deal with it. But the real shit. Tech he's got like a phenomenal presence to him. So it's like I said. That's why I think a lot of people also are.
Hold on, I got a proposition for you, Norbs. Can you make, from the fans' point of view, can you make this TECH-9 and Hitman Holla battle happen?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm keeping it a beam with you. And this is real shit. I was upstairs looking from the glass. I couldn't see. I couldn't hear TECH-9. And TECH-9 walked out to the crowd and put his hand up. And when he put his hand up, the entire crowd stood up and went crazy. And honestly, I think people seen that, battled us, and were like, man, how do we beat this dude? So I can't tell Hitman Holla to take the battle. I can't tell anybody else to take the battle. I mean, a lot of people see him, and they really do view him as unbeatable, and that's really on them. Like,
okay,
I mean,
with that being said, there's only 60 seconds left, but we are going to go a little over. If you don't mind, Tech, do you mind staying?
Not a problem. I don't care if we go till 3. It's cool. I'm definitely. I have nothing to do.
Norbs, is that okay with you? Because
I'm straight, man.
Is a great speaker.
Tech my dude, man. That's nothing.
I really want to get into the conversation with Tech, and then. Because we haven't even touched the platform yet, and it sucks because we only have 15 more minutes left. But with that being said, Tech, do you feel like you put yourself in a corner by being too good?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean by that question?
I understand exactly what you mean by that question. Somewhat I kind of feel like people are kind of, they're kind of scared to. It almost feel like when Mike Tyson was just knocking people out, like seriously, and people was like, nah, I don't want to fuck with him. It almost seems like that. For some reason, I don't think you can never be just too good. I even think I can improve. I think I could be better than what I am now. So I don't think I'm being too good, but putting myself in a corner. Somewhat, yeah, nobody wants to fuck with me. And everybody that do want to mess with me is people that I have no interest in. You know what I'm saying? Like as for example, like Suge hit me up the other day, and we talked, and I told Suge on the phone, I said, Suge, if me and you battle, there's nothing you can do for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I beat you, everybody expects me to beat you. It's not going to be a shock or nothing like that. And if you lose to me, you still gain fans. You know, you gain my fans if you lose to me because it. Go ahead.
I mean that's a great point, and that's Cortez's point. And I kind of told Norbs that when he was here, the Math Alpha battle, just the taking the Calico battle, I disagreed with.
I felt like that was a terrible move by Math. But in the same token, knowing Math and how he is, he never backs down from a battle, and that's just in his blood. And this is me. I truthfully believe if Math got signed today, right now, to a big contract, I honestly believe that he would take time off to get his hands dirty and go 3 rounds with a nigga. And I honestly believe that.
What do you think, Norbs? Would you let him make that move?
Oh man, I mean, like I said, I'm like Tech hit it on the nose, man. Like that nigga might be the most competitive dude I've ever met. Like,
yeah.
So, like I said it before, he could have a deal, and somebody would call him out, and he'd do it, and that's really why he gave Calico that opportunity too. Like, he was kind of in the TECH-9 situation where people aren't running to battle TECH-9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And eventually, it's like, man, I'm a competitor. Fuck it, I'm gonna give this buck a chance.
You get restless, man. Yeah.
Well, okay, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, while we're on the Math subject, the Math and Cortez top 10 worst lines. I thought it was hysterical. Some rappers took offense to it. You made it with head ice as the whole battle.
I died. I cracked up. I was in tears watching that at home.
Okay.
A lot of you know I was in tears. I didn't take no offense to it whatsoever. I think that, to be honest with you, I think that's probably the worst battle I ever did. And that's just me being honest with you. I felt like my first round was good, but that battle, that whole battle behind the scenes was just not a good time for me. I did not want to do it. That was my first time being on URL. I think I don't know if you wasn't on the board yet, right? When that battle took place, was you on?
Yeah,
you wasn't on board yet, right?
No, I was always on board. I actually started with Smack.
Okay.
It's just that's when we first. I mean, that's the first time we did business because Beasley reached out to you.
Right. That's okay. Beasley reached out, and Beasley's a good dude, man. And like Beasley was just so respectful on the phone, and he's a good guy, man. He lives up to his word. I never had a problem with any money issues or nothing like that. But the offer, they wired me half of the money, and I got it half when I got there. And but I was like, no, I really don't want to do it. Can we do it later? They wanted it done. They wanted it. My sister just passed. I mean, I was really not in a good stage at that point. I don't think Head Ice was in a good stage. And I'm not going to use that as a cop out. But what I can say is the battle happened to fall on the day a big storm hit, huge storm. Philly was flooded. If you check that date that the battle went down, I don't know, was it February 9th? I don't know what day that battle was. But
it was March.
Was it March?
Yeah,
all right,
I remember that, yeah.
If you check that date and you check the date of the battle and you check the date of the weather of that date, Philly was flooded with snow. Now, I wasn't even going to come. A lot of you I said, yo, I'm not coming. I'm not going. Smack, Beasley called me 1,000,001 times. Tech, where are you? I'm like, yo, man, it's a storm out here. Beasley said, I don't care how long it takes you to get down here. I need you to come. I don't care. Let's do it. I missed the venue. I don't know. Was it at Santos?
Yeah, it was supposed to be at Santos.
The first one was.
Yeah, then Hollow and Big T ended up finishing the show, and then we ended up doing it at Blockwork.
Blockwork, right. Now, let me tell you what happened. It was at Santos. I didn't show up. I didn't get there. Then they moved it to a tattoo shop. I couldn't make it there, driving in that snow, and getting stuck in traffic. And y'all know New York traffic is crazy. But forget New York traffic. Just trying to get into New York was crazy because of all the snow. Didn't make it there. Finally get in New York. I didn't get in New York till about 12:30 in the morning. No bullshit. Now, when I get to block work is a little studio, small, and you're trying to fit 300-400 people in there. Not going to happen. Now, everybody's drinking, smoking. I'm drinking. I'm trying to forget about what just happened with my tragedy and all the whole situation. Drinking, smoking. People get to arguing and talking, gun talk. Now, I'm from the streets. When that happens, normally after that, shit goes down after that. Now you got to take in mind. I came up to that battle with who was my girl at the time, with my girl, her friend, and two of my homies. Now, you got this gun talk going on. Now, if something happens in there and something happens to one of them, how am I going to go home and explain that? You get what I'm saying?
Is it like going against ICE? You're ready?
No. And first of all, it wasn't going against ICE, but even battling ICE and knowing how his normal demeanor was, he didn't even feel like he was comfortable. He was ready to put his coat on from the jump. So I fed off his energy and fed off the energy that was going on there, and the whole energy was saying, yo, scratch this battle, let's get this shit over and let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you check the battle, I didn't even do my SPI 2TAGE in probably the second or third round. I might have scratched it off and was like, yo, I just want to help him get this battle over and get the hell out of here because I can't explain nothing happening to nobody. Me is one thing. Something happens to me, I can live with that. That's me. But I cannot go home and explain something happening to one of them and they all were in New York and they're only in New York because of me. You know what I'm saying?
Tech, with 7 minutes left, I want to let Norbs get on there. I just want to make this statement. I
Go
do think, and Norbs, I don't consider you a guest. I consider you the battle rap arena now. So yeah. I do think
that's a good person to have on board.
I do think that Tech has been our best guest so far. What do you think so?
Man, I could talk to Tech for hours, dog. We've done it before, man.
We have done it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead, Norbs. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. Go ahead. Say what you got to say to TECH-9.
Oh, I was going to say, I would like to see definitely Tech back in the ring. I know the fans absolutely adore him. And when I couldn't believe when Tech-9 walked up, man, he looked like a fucking rock star, man. Everybody was finishing his lines. I was just like, wow. And there's somebody that really deserves it. You know what I mean? A lot of people were trying to hate on him at one point, oh, he ain't that lyrical, and now, arguably, he's the best in the world. So, I'm really happy for Tech-9, real shit.
Well, Murda Mook, folks, Tech-9 is unbeatable right now. All right, Tech, now me and Norbert got a little argument going. Do you follow Queen of the Ring? If you do, who do you think is the best female rapper in?
Oh, Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring. You know what? I seen a battle. Oh my God, I feel bad when I don't remember the name. I seen a battle with, what is that girl name, man? Oh shit, she had blonde hair, man.
Blonde hair.
She battled some other girl, and the girl used one of my lines. It said something, word to Tech-9, we're gonna something body bag and something. You know what? I feel like cheating and just going online and punching the shit up. But what is that girl name? And she was real hot, man.
It's all right.
You talking about Shuni the rapper?
Huh?
You talking about Shuni the rapper?
Nah, it ain't. That's not her name. She's got blonde hair. That's all I can say. Well, she had blonde hair that day. She was skinny. She's skinny.
Oh, you talking about Dawn Lady?
Is that her name? And she battled some girl with glasses that was a little thick. And that's all I could. And I just felt like, and that's probably one of the three battles that I've seen from Queen of the Ring. And I felt like, damn, this girl really can rap. A lot of females can't rap.
Well,
and this girl really.
To be fair, check out Queen of the Ring tomorrow. I heard Chaz does an incredible performance.
Okay.
When the video drops. I've been told that it's something like you would never believe. We'll wait and see. So far, I stand by Duchess as being my favorite. And then
Duchess. It might be her.
Is it Duchess?
It might be her. It's that sound.
Spanish girl.
Yeah.
The Spanish girl?
No, she's not Spanish. She's not Spanish. She's black. She's black.
Shit, you got me lost, Tech.
She's black. She's black. She's black.
We'll research that one before.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because I don't want.
Hold on, I wanted to ask you one more question with 4 minutes left because you're so into the battle rap scene, and I do want to give you.
Oh man, I love it, man.
Music and whatnot. But
I love it.
Did you see the Iron Solomon versus Enes battle?
I did see that battle.
Okay, now who do you feel won and why? I mean, do you take any credit away from? Well, I'll just let you go.
Since I've never really said who I felt won the battle on camera, on air, or whatever, and I kind of held my silence by Ness being from Philly and me being from Philly and me watching Ness growing up and watching him doing this thing. He's one of the people that inspired me to do this battle rap shit. So I've never really spoke on it. But if I spoke on it, then I'm going to speak on it and I'm be truthful. I felt like Ness lost that battle, and that's to be honest with you. And the only reason why I feel like he lost that battle because I felt like he took the wrong approach to the battle. Now,
one thing for me when I look back on it though is you can tell like how much more polished Ness's flow is than Solomon.
No, Ness can flow all. If you try to flow, I've been in ciphers with Ness. It's almost impossible to try to outflow this guy, man. Ness puts words together like nobody else. Ness is incredible. So, with that being said, and this is the same point I made with the Math and Calico. Iron Solomon material was more relevant that day to that battle. Now, on the flip side, if the battle happened in URL, I feel like, you know what, no, I'm not even going to say that because I don't know how it would have turned out, but I just think that Iron Solomon was better that day. That's just the honest truth. I don't even want to try to sugarcoat the situation. I just think Iron Solomon was better that day.
Would you ever go against an Iron Solomon? Do you think your flow can?
Oh man, I would love to battle Iron Solomon, but he probably wouldn't do it. But I would definitely love to battle Iron Solomon, and I think I would just destroy him all 3 rounds. Seriously.
You think you would body bag Iron Solomon?
Yeah, my game plan. This is the most focused I ever been in my entire life, man. And this the greatest I ever felt. Like I actually feel like a fucking superhero right now on some real stuff. And I never felt this good ever as far as this whole battle rap thing.
You made somebody delete their Twitter account, so you should be on cloud 9.
I can stop right now and be fine with it. Like, yo, I'm going out on top. You know what I'm saying? But me being the guy I am, I'm not stopping. This is impossible. It's in my blood.
I need you to promote your music real quick. We got a minute
music,
left.
Tech. If you go on datpiff.com, you type in TECH-9. You don't even have. That's all you have to do is type in TECH-9. Type it in. It's self-titled. The CD is self-titled TECH-9. It's a crazy CD. It's a mixtape. And also, January 1st, New Year's. First day, as soon as New Year's drop, the mixtape will definitely be on that piff. It's called We Just Working to Keep the Lights On. And I think this is probably the best mixtape I ever came out with.
And I'm back for a part 2 with me and Norbs, right?
Oh, man, I would love to do that, man. I would love to do it. Your questions are on point, real respectful. I would definitely love to do that.
Thank you.
We could talk till 3 in the morning if we could do it, but
Thank you. I appreciate that, Tech. Take care. Norbs, once again, thank you. You are officially Battle Rap Arena.
You got a good man on board, man. Norbs is the shit, man.
TECH-9 is you already know, man. Norbs is the shit, man.